let's get things started. Ready, go!
I love it.
Okay, what's up, guys? It's Arinze, also known as Savage Says, and today I'm going to give you a play-by-play of my probably second time running into the MAXC Challenge. Now, for those that don't know, the MAXC Challenge is when either you or your opponent play the card MAXC, which essentially puts you in a 50-50 of either you end your turn or you play through the turn, and any special summons you make, your opponent immediately draws one card. Now, if you know how card games go, card advantage is everything. Like Virgil,
Might controls everything.
card advantage is everything. Like the Booty Warrior, booty was more important than water. Card advantage is more important than water. You already know how this is in card games. So here we go. Let's go. Forgive me not having the music turned on. I turned it off because I don't really like the music in this game like that, especially for recording videos. But yeah, let's go. Don't know. My deck is a Dino deck, Dino Scrap. So my opening hand was not bad at all. I have Threatening Roar in case, I fucked up, so I could essentially skip his next battle phase the moment it started, or just have him not have one from the beginning of his main phase 2. A Lost World is great for dinosaur decks. Essentially, all monsters that aren't dinosaurs get a 500 attack and defense decrease, and for every dino I summon, normal summon, it puts a little dino token on the field. The only issue with this is that the opponent can use those tokens as, tribute fodder if they wanted to. But aside from filling up their monster board, right, anytime that I would get attacked, either by myself, either by my own cards or by them, I can divert the attack to the token. And if I do that, what will happen instead is that instead of the card that they were attacking being destroyed, it'll destroy a card in my graveyard, which is great for this deck because a lot of the times, if I don't have babies on board, I can't kill the babies. Wait, pause. Kill the babies. I can't pop the dino babies. But let's keep going. So yeah, and then he places down the infamous, the villain of Yu-Gi-Oh! MasterDuel and the TCG, the motherfucking MAXC. Max motherfucking C. It's only a 2-star. That's crazy. 2-star, half a K of life, but the effect is godlike. During either opponent's turn, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. this turn. Each time your opponent special summons monsters, immediately draw one card. Now, in this game, in Yu-Gi-Oh, special summoning is like life. You know, it's like to quote the Booty Warrior, booty is life. In this game, special summoning monsters is life. All right. Like half your gameplay will be special summons. So in most cases, when you have an opening hand, you're immediately put on the gamble of, okay, do I think I can make a board strong enough to, like, you know, beat through a 30 plus card advantage? Or do I just pass turn, give it my turn? But you know me, I ain't no bitch, so we play through it. Fossil Dig, I find my Baby Ceresaurus. Baby Ceresaurus is so key to this deck because if you read the effect, if it's destroyed by a card effect and since the graveyard, I can free special summon one level 4 level monster. And this is a great. This is a dinosaur Stratos. For those who know about my nigga Stratos, he's finally out of jail. They finally released him from the prison of the ban list. You know how great it is to search a card on the field, and not only that, but search and summon. So Amiador procs Lost World. So Amiador is another search, but with this search, it allows me to search the double evolution pill. Double evolution pill is great because it gives you it's essentially a shortcut to get to my really big boss monster, being UTC. But also, in order to even use its effect, you have to pop a dinosaur other than itself for it to be useful. So I had Baby Ceresaurus in my hand, popped Baby Ceresaurus. Remember, its effect is that if it's destroyed by a card effect, and it's the graveyard, its effect will proc. It doesn't have to be in your hand. I mean, no, it doesn't have to be on the field for that effect to be procced in this kind of a deck. So, Amiador. Soul Eating Oviraptor. It's funny, this deck has I think at least 3 different Stratos-like cards in it. From Oviraptor to Petite Pterodon. But yeah, Oviraptor's ability is the same. It's a less restricted Baby Ceresaurus effect. If it's special or normal summoned, I can search one card from my deck. Well, one monster, one dinosaur from my deck, and I can put it either in my hand or the graveyard. That's a very important thing because I could get. I think I do it in this game because that's true. Yeah, in this deck, I actually didn't use its first effect. What I did instead, because its first effect I didn't use it because usually what you do with the Oviraptor is that you use its first effect to search for search for a misc. But in this case, I use the second effect, which is that I can destroy one monster on the field to then summon another one from the graveyard. But remember, I have Lost World's Jurassic Egg, so any monster destruction that would have happened, I can direct toward it to then pop a card in my graveyard. In my deck. So I did that, and I with that whole sequence, I summoned Raptor. Raptor comes in the field. I blow up Raptor. Raptor summons Chimera. Chimera also Raptor gives you a second. It gives me a second normal summon, which is important. So I blow up my Raptor. I call him Chimera. Chimera's effect is that with Chimera, if it's special summoned, I can bring back if it's normal summoned, I can special summon back from the graveyard any scrap tuner, right? So I summoned scrap Chimera, I bring back Raptor and Chimera fuse, they give me Wyvern. Wyvern can bring back another scrap monster, I choose Chimera, and then it can destroy that scrap monster, and then upon that destruction, it can special summon any scrap monster upon that. So I scrap my Raptor again, proc my Wyvern. Wyvern brings back Golem. Golem's only good effect is that it's a recycler, so it can keep on bringing back level 1 or 4 lower scrap monsters from the graveyard, which is important. Now we've got that far. Let's keep on going. At this point, just look at how big his deckhand is. What did he even pick out? What the fuck is this? A Clesidor? Oh, is he playing Dogmatica? Was he playing Dogmatica? I don't know. But yeah, so he's already through half his deck, almost half his deck right now in this advantage. But we keep on going. We're not done yet. Tatakae. 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 Here's the important thing. I still haven't gotten Appaloosa, Bowl of the Goddess. Ideally, what you'd want is Appaloosa, because then I can do that I can make a 3 card Appaloosa, and her effect is that she can convert her life points into negates. That's the better play here. But because I can't do that, and also because I want to bring in Borreload Savage Dragon and have a Link monster in my graveyard, which is now in there, to give him 2 Omnia Gates, I have to play Decode Talker. Now, Decode Talker isn't bad, honestly, because for everything it points to, it gets a 500 attack, and it can use what it points to negate effects. So it's not completely bad, but Appaloosa is better. Borreload Savage, one of the best synchros in the fucking game. Easy to summon, just need 1 tuner or 1 non-tuner monster. Oh, let me remind you, Scrap Raptor is a tuner. Yeah, this nigga is a dinosaur monster and a tuner. This fits perfectly in this deck. So I sacrifice him and Soul Raptor to bring out Borreload. Its ability is that it can essentially gain an Omni Gate for every Link point that Link monster has, but also it gains, I think, like half its attack. So yeah, so I had my Wyvern in there. So now Borreload has 2 Omni Negates and an attack boost now. And of course, I gotta bring in Ultimate Conductor motherfucking Tyranno. In fact, I might put in the Jurassic Park T-Rex scream for this, because this dude is such a good boss monster. It is ridiculous. This dude has I think 3 different effects on top of being this being a beefy boy. That protein. But yeah, essentially its effects are that like it can pop any other monster on the field or in your hand, and it can make all your opponent's monsters become face down, go face down. So face down, ass up. It can make all your opponent's monsters become face down, ass up, and then it can attack as many times as you have monsters on the field. So if you have like 5 monsters, it can attack 5 times if I decide to. But also, on top of that, its last effect is, and I'll read it for you, you can inflict 1k damage to your opponent. And if you do, send that defense position monster to the graveyard. So remember, its first effect is that I can pop 1 monster and put all my opponent's monsters face down, ass up. Its last ability is that I can now circumvent that defense by just popping on field for 1k damage. This is godlike. It's godlike. UTC. Actually no, not UTC. UCT. Godlike. So now let's look at my board. Wait, am I done yet? I think I'm done. Am I done? Wait, am I done here? Let me see. Yeah, I am done. I am done. Yeah, that was the end of my turn. Yeah. So let me see. He had all that advantage. He had all. Can I go back? Let me see. Can I go back? He had all this advantage. He had all that advantage and card advantage. Redundancies. But he had all that advantage, right? And I was still able to. Mind you, that was still my main phase. So yeah, he had all that advantage. Yeah, and that was still my main phase. So he had all that advantage, and then I had 2 Omni negates in Borreload Savage. I had 2 extra negates that were optional in Decode Talker, and I could have Book of Moon anything he normal or special summoned with Conductor Tyranno, and I had Threatening War skip his battle phase. In fact, wait, I could have. Yeah, this, and even with that, this was all still lethal damage because like I had the boosted Borreload, the Decode Talker at 2800, and UCT at 3k. So that was like what, like 9,000 damage right there.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
It's over 9,000!
What, 9,000? There's no way that can be right.
Minus the 1,800 from Scrap Golem. So yeah, it was a wrap. It was done. It was finished.